everybody, welcome to the Angeles Forest. Great day for a drive today. Not too busy up here, and this should be a good one. This is Ian, and thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thanks.
With your BMW 340i M Sport.
That's right.
This is basically the newer version of the 335i.
Yep.
So N55 engine, I imagine.
No, it's the B58, the new
what?
engine, brand new engine.
What? I'm completely lost in my BMW nomenclatures these days.
Doing?
What's the B58 engine? You tell me.
The B58 engine, they took the N55 and some of the stuff they learned from the M3, and they changed the block so it's a closed deck block.
Oh.
Air to water intercooler instead of air to air.
I'm out of my loop here, okay.
Yeah. Higher compression.
Okay.
Slightly bigger turbo.
I'm so glad I have you in the car for this.
Yeah.
Slightly bigger turbo, and what else? You said they rerouted the
yeah,
intake.
so because they have the air-to-water in-cooler like the M3 on top of the engine, they don't need to do that route through the front bumper.
So shorter plumbing.
Yeah, and they're using that new plasma arc spray cylinder liner that's used in the GT350 and the
Ford came
TCR.
up with that one.
They did. It's a great technology.
Cool. Well, and it's got the M Sport package, so adaptive suspension.
Adaptive suspension.
So we're in full Sport Plus mode. Yep. Excellent. And we're in manual, so we've got, oh God, these paddles feel nice. I love that. That's a good, the paddles are slightly curved in. It's very, very nice. All right, well, let's have a go down this road and see what you do. So how much power is the B58 making?
BMW is rating it at 320.
Okay.
They're putting on a dyno, that Burger Motorsports, who does the JB stuff.
I know those guys.
He put down 330 to the wheels with it.
Stock?
Yes. And the tune, he got it up to 380. So I don't have a tune
with nothing
yet.
Else but a tune.
Nothing else, yeah.
Go Burger Motorsports.
Yeah, they're really excited for this new engine because it's going to be in the new M240i and the 440i. And he said unlike the N55, this thing pulls to red line, where the N55 kind of petered off.
Okay. Well, I just did the M2, which has the N55 in it.
Yes.
And it's a really neat car. It's a lot of fun when you're...
It's a tweaked N55.
Yeah. You know what? The one thing I did notice about the N55 in the M2, and I realized we're supposed to be talking about your car here.
No.
It was super susceptible to heat.
Right.
I drove the M2 on the track 2 days in a row. Mm-hmm. First day was 90 degrees. Second day was 64. I'm telling you, I had an extra 50 horsepower. Yeah. It was a monster difference. So, you live in Southern California. How does this engine handle heat?
It does pretty well, better than, naturally aspirated. The heat's not so bad. Yeah, I feel like it's good. But, I drive in the hills like this kind of area.
Fast. It's a fast car.
Yeah.
How about that?
Does it feel, what do you think it's putting down? Is that 320 number?
That's quicker than that. So I just got out of the Ferrari 355. And I told myself before getting in this, I bet this is quicker, and it definitely is quicker.
I'm happy to.
Yeah. No, it's good power.
So when I was shopping for cars, I was looking at the M2. I was looking all summer. I was thinking about getting an E90 M3. And then the M2 is going to be announced, so wait for that. And I even put a deposit down on one, but there was just no availability. Yeah. I was going to get one for a year. I was going to have to pay more over sticker.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, I bailed on that.
And this is your everyday car, right?
This is my daily driver.
And you live in LA?
No, I live in Claremont, Inland Empire, and I commute out to Buena Park.
Oh, all right.
So I'm doing 10 to 15,000 miles a year. So
Well, I will give you this for a daily driver. I mean, of course, you want the M2 because you're an enthusiast and you want that.
Yeah.
The adaptive suspension on this will make a much better daily driver than the M2, because the M2 it finds a pretty nice middle ground, but on bumpy roads it's pretty stiff. Yeah. This, with your comfort mode, will offer you more flexibility and that kind of stuff. Really good though.
Yeah,
this is a great car. This is the ZF 8-speed, right?
Yeah. And it's slightly tweaked. I think it shifts a little faster.
It does. It feels significantly quicker than the last one.
It feels like it. So I test drove an E90 M3, a couple of them
with the dual clutch.
With the dual clutch, and it didn't feel any faster. And so the E90 M3s, you can get it for like mid 30s, low 40s, but everything in the mid 30s beat, no warranty, high mileage.
Right.
So I was like, maybe I'll do the Doug DeMuro CarMax warranty. Right.
They don't want a lot of money for those at CarMax for the warranty ones?
Mid-30s. The warranty was like 2 to 3K.
Oh, that's not so bad.
But I drove it, and the car is gutless until you rev it up to like 5,000 plus.
Yep.
And
for sure.
you
This
sound
has
like
the torque.
Yeah, you just sound like a maniac when you do it.
I'm with you on this. Like, a lot of those engines, I mean, I want a Shelby, and that engine has nothing below $4,000, and you sound like an asshole driving around town like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's, I know what you mean. I exactly know what you mean. This has really, really big, let's go to red line. You're right, it doesn't stop pulling. It does not. It goes right to red line. This thing is pretty good. I love this steering wheel.
Yeah, it's good.
Whoever came up with this steering wheel is genius, because it's the best, and the seating position's really good. This is a good car.
Yeah.
Estoril blue is a nice color as well.
Yeah, it looks great in the sun.
It does.
It really changes with colors. And it's indoors. It almost has like a, not purple, but you get cooler colors rather than the green of the M2.
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about the M2 color. People call it mermaid green on the
That's funny. That makes sense. They always have good nicknames. I remember Smurf blue.
Yeah.
For the 46. That was a weird color.
I really like the Yas Marina blue on the M3, I have to admit, but some people don't dig it.
Oh, God, it pulls. that was a big number. This car's really quick, Ian.
Good.
I love that they still have that miles per gallon gauge. That
I don't.
Pegged.
Well, I didn't get there's a tech package and they get rid of that, and it's got like a digital display.
Oh, is that the full digital one?
But I actually like the more analog gauges.
BMW knows an analog gauge.
Yeah. But, you know, turbos are the way to go. Porsche's doing the right thing, which is, like you said, with the new Boxer.
I love the Porsche turbo engines.
The torque just makes it feel so much better.
I loved the S65 engine, the E92
It's
motor.
a great,
it was a really cool engine. It made a really good sound.
Yeah, it's a bespoke engine, makes a great sound, revs to 8,500 RPMs, 8 independent throttle bodies. Everything on paper, you're like, this is awesome. But when it actually comes to traffic, gas mileage, torque, and maintenance, then it all falls apart.
No, I know what you mean. On a numbers game, it does fall apart. But they've done really well here, because this car looks, and it's the right color, but it looks like your average sedan. But you get in it, and it goes like a motherfucker. This thing.
My dad has a 996, and he was just shocked when he drove this.
At how fast it is.
He's like a Carrera. Yeah. He's looking for something new. I keep telling him, you got to get the new turbos. Like 911, Cayman, anything. Just make sure it's got a turbo.
I just reviewed both the new 911s, the Carrera and the Carrera S.
Yeah.
And they're fast. They're both really fast.
He owned a turbo Volvo like in the 90s. And so he turbo is like a 4-letter word. You can't. Bad idea. He just remembers them. He just remembers replacing them.
Good turning radius for a big car.
He remembers you had to you'd pull home and you just had to let it idle to let it cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of the other differences. So on this new engine, the turbo is a dedicated water cooler.
Oh, so it's got an electronic pump on it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this generation of 3 Series? I love how low I sit in it. I really feel like I'm down in the car.
Yeah, I hate when you feel like you're on top.
The E92s, I felt like I was sitting up high. This one, I'm really right down in it, and I've got the gauge. The way the gauges line up with my eye line is perfect. What a great car this is! It's really quick. I mean, surprisingly quick.
Yeah. Just imagine this engine in the 2 Series. I think it's going to give.
It'll be a rocket ship.
Well, BMW is supposed to come out with a power and sound kit. It's been delayed. And it's supposed
is that just a CD you put in where it plays the music?
They, no, the PP. It's called the PPK. You get a new engine tune and you get new exhaust, new mufflers and stuff. And that's supposed to bump into 360 from the factory, which
since
is
we already know is possible.
Oh,
I'm glad you're such an aficionado of these subtleties of this car. I'm learning something today. This is good. You definitely have done your homework. What did you have before this?
So I had just a Mini Cooper S before this, and before that I had a C6 with the LS3.
Okay.
And before that I had a 350Z.
So you've run the gamut of sports cars.
Usually every 2 to 3 years I've been getting a car.
Yeah. So. You've definitely had a variety.
Yeah. The 350Z hated the manual transmission. The clutch was awkward, and it didn't have the torque I wanted.
Yeah. Those things come alive with. There's like 4 basic mods you can do to them that completely changes their character. But from stock, they're kind of. Did you like your Mini?
The Mini was fun, like on Glendora Mountain Road.
Yeah.
Because it just rotated, and it was weird. But it just didn't have enough power. It was just that 1.6 liter, and you couldn't get really any more out of it.
Yeah.
There's a couple tunes you could do, and it was just loud as shit on the
road noise.
Yeah, the road noise. And I just wanted something like supple and quiet on the freeway when I commute. Usually on the way home, I'm taking freeways, but in the morning I take streets, and I just have fun.
I could really appreciate one of these as a commuter car. I have to, I'm one of those people, like, I'd rather get the crazy version of a lesser car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mentally, I have to do that. I know there's no sanity to that. You know what I mean? There's no math problem that says that that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So, like, I've got, the Focus RS, which probably costs as much or more as this does per month.
Oh, it's cheaper.
But it's
$200 cheaper a month.
This car is?
Yeah.
Damn it. But no, and you made the smart decision. I made the dumb car guy decision and had to go way off the deep end.
If my wife would have let me, I would have bought it at 30. So this was my 30th birthday present.
Is it?
So,
Happy 30th birthday. I bought myself a DeLorean for my 30th birthday, but I didn't get it until almost my 32nd birthday.
Oh, man.
I had to find it and then restore it.
Are you pretty happy with how the auction turned out?
The Bring a Trailer auction?
Yeah.
Yes, I was very pleased with Bring a Trailer. Bring a Trailer is an emotional roller coaster, the likes of which I had never seen, because the bidding was just stalled and it wasn't going anywhere. The last 3 minutes, it was crazy. So I will be selling all cars on Bring a Trailer from now on. They're the nicest people, and they were so helpful. Yeah. That car just went to Germany.
Really?
Just put it on a boat
to Canada.
No, I put it on a boat to Germany.
Wow. Did you talk to the guy?
Yeah, he was super cool.
Oh,
he
really?
was super cool, super enthusiastic. But
was he a German native, or?
He is German.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's German. He speaks English. Already has a bunch of weird cars. I don't want to blow up his spot too much, but he was very excited.
Awesome.
But this car, back to this thing.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. We can talk about, we got whatever, I don't care. But it would be very hard to make almost any argument against this car.
Yeah.
Especially for what I'm guessing is the price that you got it for, which is reasonable for a car like this.
I thought so, yeah.
And it's really fast, and it has good steering and good ride. Let me just try. This is Sport Plus. Let's see what comfort's about.
It's gonna change the way that steering.
Yeah. It's a little. It drops some weight in the steering.
One interesting thing about the track package is they have this thing called variable steering, where once you get past 90 degrees, the turn ratio tightens up.
Okay.
So it's great for like switchbacks and stuff like that.
Variable geometry steering. This thing is good. It is. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm glad you didn't get the stupid roof. the 4-door that is the 2-door the 4-door version of the 2-door version of the 4-door car.
Yeah. I do like the way it looks in the front better than this car, I have to admit.
From the back though, it's so unfortunate. I can't. The nomenclatures that these people are all using now are just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's got 4 doors. Why is that a 4 Series? I don't get it. It's not a coupe.
It's tough to explain to people, or talk to people about BMWs. Because they're just.
It's not as bad as Infinities.
Oh, that is
completely
lost.
This is my job to know these things. And if you go, I just got a Q70, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is so great though.
And it's 100 more horsepower, I think, with a tune.
Yeah, no, you definitely got to flash this thing for sure. But it doesn't feel stressed at all. It feels like just power's right there. And I mean, it's pretty warm today. It's 80 degrees outside right now, but I mean, I don't have a basis of comparison. So if we go out, if we came back tomorrow and it was 50, maybe it would be more powerful. But
maybe at the beach with no AC. I don't know what
the downshifts are really smooth.
Yeah.
The 8-speed gearbox. Wow, Ian, this is a really, really nice car.
Thanks,
I think
man.
you've done well for your 30th birthday.
Thank you.
And it's fast and it's predictable. Wait, there we go. Easy, very easy, and it asks almost nothing of you in return.
Yeah,
it's great. Thanks, man, and of course, thank all of you for watching, and we'll see you next time.